Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Play Betrayal at Krondor. And when last we left off, we are very close to Sloop, but we're not going to be going to Sloop. Oh no, we have to go and sell some things, which means travelling back to Nia's shop or going to Malac's Cross. And we're actually going to be going to Malac's Cross. Why? Because I forgot that I wanted to do something there, namely, get those items that were being held at the tavern. But first, we should go and root through all the things that these people left behind, including the Armourer's Hammer. Yes, we're actually going to be doing something with that Armourer's Hammer, likely selling it. First things first, though, we need to fix this up. Get this back to good condition, and, probably have you hold on to the Armourer's Hammer. There we go. That way, you can hold on to a sword. Now, switch back to weapon craft, and fix this up. You can have that. That's one person taken care of, and now you. Grab these. We currently have a weapon crafting selected. Fix that up, please. You can't carry anything else. But owing good, and now armor crafting to fix this up to 95%. Excellent. Not done yet, though. We've got all this. And I'm a little concerned, actually, because we don't have room for it all. Out of the things that are here, these are the most valuable. So, let's fix up the armor. And then go about repairing the bow by using the aventurine. It's only for a couple of percentage points, but it's also for some stat gains. Right, we've done all that. Now we have to head all the way back. Trust me, this will be worth it. Also, there is a box there too. So there are a lot of boxes here. Mental note, off the beaten path, there are a lot of boxes. We're probably going to be making another trip back to Nia's shop before we're done. It'll be worth it, though. Pretty sure it will be worth it. And this is when it is absolutely not worth it. Right, it's getting dark. We want to rest up. The party took a bit of damage during the last few fights. Right, over here. Oh, we're right back at Silden. We've gone way too far. Oops. This way. Silly me. Maybe wasted a small portion of a day. Right, we actually want to go through Lighton this time. And rest here. At least we can make some really, really quick time. Like, really quick time by just sticking to the roads. Apparently the well, that magic well, is bugged, and it won't actually take your money away when you use it. I wonder if that's been fixed in more recent patches. Either way, that is the Oracle. We want the... Is this the graveyard? Are we by Malac's Cross, or are we not yet? We're very nearly there. We should rest outside. There we go. Very nearly there. A little bit here. That's a temple. Have I gone too far? Oh, I've gone way too far. Way too far. It's over here. Silly me. Good news, we're here. Better news, we can get some haggling done. Because we might as well. 97% haggling hearkens to thee, Gorath. First things first, though. Selling stuff. Actually, do I really want to sell this stuff? We get really bad deals here. Do that. And we'll do some haggling. And then I might actually go to Nia's shop. Because if we don't, we're going to lose a lot of money. I mean, am I really that bothered about the money? Possibly? I don't know. Either way, bit of haggling here. Then we're going to go to the... Do I have enough space? This is a problem. If I sold the swords... Honestly, just sell the stuff here. I mean, we're losing some money, but we're gaining... We're gaining ease of... We're gaining convenience here. We're here, we might as well sell it here, and then we'll buy the lost property. Jab me in the ribs when you want to hear about the rest of the match. Invigorating sight that was. Now what can I get for you? I want to... Lost and found. Do you keep things that people have lost here? Yep, we're gonna buy it for 50 sovereigns. Sold, barkeep. I'll take it. I'll have to gather them up first. I'll give them to you before you leave and put the sale against your bill. Marvellous. What's this? Do I look familiar to you? Can't say you do. Should I know you? Not me, my face. I want you to take a close look at me. Are you sure you don't know of anyone with a face like mine? Didn't say I've never seen anyone with a face like yours. I just said I've never seen you before. The man you're after is named Lysol Rigger. Is he related to you? Not sure. I don't know anything about my father, and my mother died when I was young. It's possible either of them could have had another child. All I wish to do is talk to him, find out if we have any common history. Good enough. He's been running some sort of errand, though he hasn't told me what it was about or who hired him. He said if he should drop out of sight for any length of time, he would be hiding in Darkmoor, probably in the common storage bins there. If you get near there, call out that Ivan has sent you. He'll make an appearance. I'll warn you, though, trouble often follows after him. I'd be prepared for a rumble. Sounds familiar. If he's no brother of mine, he's at least a close cousin. We found the strangest thing earlier. It was this statue of a dragon out in the middle of nowhere. It was just standing in this little culvert with nothing around it. Found old Malac's kill, did you? He wasn't always in the middle of nowhere. One time he was just a hop, skip, and a jump from the main row of Malac's cross. But when the town moved, they left poor old Malac to fend for his own. Why did they leave him behind? The only man that ever thought Malac was a hero was Malac. Low-born folk out and out hated him. Anyway, when the town began to fall under new raids by Keshian raiders come up from the Sea of Dreams, they decided to move the center of the town inside the sea of the Abbey Ishop. Raiders wouldn't touch the town after that, seeing as how the brothers of Ishop first came from Kesh. Later, after things had settled down for a bit, they decided to leave the statue out there and let nature take it back. Strange thing about it. Folks what have visited it recently have said a number of strange things about it. Said it was talking to them. Interesting. Goodbye. It's been nice chatting with you. I think we may hang about and chat a bit with some of the students. Whatever you like. Me, I've got dishes to tend to. Thanks again. Perhaps we'll chat later. Oh, sorry. Wrong person. I want to... Barkeep? Where's the... Is there no barkeeper here? There's an innkeeper, but no barkeep. Okay, fine. What have we got? We didn't get much haggling there, but we have got an item. We got this book. Psalms of Dala. The illumination inside the book depicted a variety of scenes, a man blocking a sword thrust, the goddess Dala watching over men in the field of battle. That's a book I think we've already had. I think we've already had that book. A shame, but coming here means we now know to go back to Darkmoor. Strange how, like, a little plot thread can lead me places. I should have checked up on this before. Also, I should totally see if we're going to gain lots of stats by reading this book. Probably not. I fear we won't. If you read it... No, you don't gain anything from it. So it's just an extra book. I bet we could sell it for more than 50, though. I bet we could absolutely sell it for more than 50. And we're near Darkmoor. We might as well go there and go to the, to that barn. Might as well. Look at all these little diversions we're doing. Popping to and from, this way and that. Resting on the road right outside settlements. Right. We need to first go to the shop. We can haggle here. Oh, we can absolutely haggle here. We don't need this book. 72 sovereigns. Good deal. Good deal. That is, by the way, yep. Let's get our haggle on and get some haggling done in this place. Because we can absolutely haggle it. Also, we should have you haggle. We'll have James haggle. How much is this thing? What about this? Could I buy a shovel while I'm here? No? Torches? No? What about this whetstone? Seems pretty good. No? This? I'll haggle for all your books as well. What do you mean, please leave and never come back? I bought things before. Don't you value my business? No? Well, fine. If you're gonna be like that, I'll just go. Fine. Didn't want your stupid stuff anyway. Just rude. And that was haggling for you, but not haggling for Gorath. Gorath is probably at the level where haggling is going to not occur very often, the increases, that is. Right. If memory serves, the barn door was closed tight. "You in there," called James. "We wish to speak with you. Ivan Scald sent us." There were rumblings from inside the barn, and after a few moments the door began to swing slowly open. We could be twins, yes, so it seems. Seeing you, a great number of things suddenly seem crystal clear to me. What is your association with the markers in Krondor? What do you mean? I don't... Stop the idiot act, Lysol. I know you have something to do with the markers in Krondor. A few months ago I was abducted by a band of cutthroats dressed as nighthawks while I was investigating a rumor in the sewers. At the time I thought they had abducted me because I was close to Arutha. But that wasn't the case at all, was it? That must mean things have gotten even worse than the upright man imagined. But he sent word for me in Kesh. Excuse me, did you say Kesh, as in the great empire of... You of all people should know that the upright man has contacts everywhere, including under the Empress's nose. He couldn't very well operate the single most powerful guild in Midcamia without them. But as I was saying, he sent for me in Kesh and asked for me to take a boat into Silden and check on a group of thieves who operated there. I can't really say more, but I confirm the upright man's suspicions. If you should get to Krondor before I do, tell one of the thieves, a boy named Lim. But I think the upright man's right. I'm quite positive now that the crawler is not Jocko Radburn. He should give you a reward for the information. If there is something in the offing that threatens the prince, don't worry your head. The Nighthawks in Krondor were likely sent to Krondor to kill the upright man after I fumbled up matters investigating in Silden, not to go after Arutha. This crawler fellow that's running the new Thieves Guild is determined to expand his empire, but he's been busy infiltrating other guilds. He's the shadow prince behind half a dozen, most notably the new guild of the Romney. He's also training his men in magic. A whole band of thieves trained as magicians? I don't like the sound of it at all. Neither do I, though for much different reasons. I'm still working on finding out who's training them. Last trail I followed, I heard word someone in Lighton wished to buy glory hands. Magic artifacts I had heard something about. I found their skeletal hand near Sethanon, and sold it to a fellow in Lighton named Glover. I figured if they were magicians, they'd spot the substitution, and perhaps I would have a lead. Oh! There's the clue you would have for the hand. But they bought it from you and killed your lead. How did you find the skeletal hand? You'll probably find this a bit distasteful, but I was going to dig up somebody from a Sethanon graveyard and just borrow a hand. Since that part of the world has been deserted for quite some time, I thought it would be my best bet to find what I needed without getting caught. Fortunately, some old ghouls saved me the trouble. I have no idea what this fellow was up to with the corpse, but he was dragging it through this field like he was headed to the graveyard. At one point he apparently got tired or thirsty and left the body for a bit, and I went over to liberate this dead man of his hand, but before I could finish, the old man came back. Since I nearly had the hand off, I came back the next day to see if it had wiggled loose in my transport. And so you found it and sold it to Glover and Leighton. Just so, but my troubles didn't end there. There were a few men in Leighton who recognized me, apparently men working for the Crawler. Seems that he's issued a death token on my head after I was spotted in Silden. So since then I've been lying low. Understandable. Someday, if we should meet again, I would like to talk to you some more. Find out more about where you came from. You mean, find out if we're brothers? It's not likely. I was born in Tulin and only came to Krondor about 3 years ago when the Upright Man sent for me. I was never sure why he sent for me, but apparently he'd heard of me. But he is odd that way. I doubt I'll ever understand the way his mind works. That makes two of us. Thank you for this talk, at least, Lysol. You've been quite a help to us, and it's been interesting seeing how others see me. I hope we can meet again. That was dialogue that was certainly worth backtracking for. Even if ultimately it didn't help us, it was still good. Nice to get a tiny bit more plot, and despite what Lysol says, I'm pretty sure he's related to James. I think it's pretty much a given. They just don't know it yet. Also, we're going to zoom past here. We're going to rest up. And we are going to just keep going north, past the temple. Have I checked out that temple? Did I actually go into this temple? I don't know. We'll have a look at this. Maybe? There's a lot of temples here, by the way. Have I spoken to these people? There were no walls in the High Priestess's chamber. James struggled to imagine how any such room could fit within the confines of the temple, seeing as vast as any river valley through which he had ever passed. Even more startling had been the winding maze-like corridors the Death Acolyte had led them through to reach the room. Few rushed to speak to Our Lady. I'm curious to know why you wish to converse with us, the High Priestess said softly. A gauzy black pavilion draped her throne, obscuring from view all but her lithe form, limbed in witchlight, and a single pale foot which she rested upon a skull carved of onyx. Why do you call on the drawer of nets? Seeing no point in lying to her, James shrugged. Curiosity as much as anything, High Priestess. I wish to learn a little more about what awaits me when I am no longer living, and you, short of the Mother Matriarch in Rillanon, are probably the one with the best answers. I do not like surprises. Unless you are prepared to devote your life to her service, I cannot help you. It is not something I may merely unfold to you in an hour or an afternoon, she said. I will say this. There is no joy or love in her realm, but neither is there sorrow or pain. You have nothing to fear of her unless you swear the oaths of a nighthawk. Why? What would that mean? Pain everlasting, the High Priestess replied. Those who are nighthawks have sworn a dark oath, and those of them that are known as the Black Slayers swear the darkest oaths of all, allying themselves to other gods or goddesses who would hold them free of the portal of death at the price of their souls. Once a man becomes a Black Slayer, he may only be called into her halls by an invocation of Limbs Cragma herself, the prayer of final rest. Ooh. That is really good information. So if we find one of those particular Nighthawks, we're going to have to use that spell, or they'll just keep coming back, or they just won't die. Good to know. Also, we are here in Leighton. This is a good opportunity to buy some stuff. So let's buy some stuff. We'd like to barmaid here, get some rations, haggle for some rations. Sure. Share with the party. And carry on our way. So 14, 12, 11. Give a ration over. That'll be fine. And so, when we come back, folks, we will go and make our way back to these chests. In fact, we'll go make our way back to these chests right now. And it'll be like we never had that diversion. To be fair, it was a diversion that gave us a little bit of money, and it gets us closer to a little bit more skill improvement. We are heading the wrong way. We should be heading north. We are not heading north. I keep doing this. There we go. Head north. Go over here, round here, down here, over here, over here, and rest here, like so. Are we now close to those chests? I believe we are. Because if we go off the road now, and is it not there? Here, there we go. There are loads of chests here. There are like 5. Oh my, we're probably going to have to head back to Nia's store anyway after this. And this is when all of them are trapped but one. But when we come back, folks, unlocking all of these, going to Sloop, and maybe even reaching Romney. Don't hold me to that, but we just might. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.